Welcome to episode 2 of RGCWV's YouTube series, Untitled series. I still haven't come up with a good name for this. I'm looking for you guys to come up with a better name for this, because I have none. I've already come up with the already clever names for the series, so it's up to you guys. So I had a few things that I wanted to talk about today. First off, so the first episode, I could not remember the name of the game, Disco Elysium. Disco Elysium won 5 awards at the Game Awards just this last week, and I have not heard of this game at all. Apparently, it looks pretty cool. It's a lot. It reminds me a lot of what was that one game? Icewind Dale and Temple of Elemental Evil. Those Dungeons and Dragons, like Baldur's Gate. Those ones. Looks pretty cool. Also reminds me of that one that was a lot like Fallout. Name escapes me right now, but doesn't matter. Looks very cool. Got a lot of great awards. The narrative looks really good, so I'm going to check it out. So you guys should too. I mean, let's all talk about it. So in other news that might come pertinent here soon is something about Nintendo. It's how do I put this? So they put out the Switch Lite here just this last year, and they put out the Nintendo Switch a couple of years ago, and everybody's been talking about a Nintendo Switch Pro. But there's one thing that they're not talking about too much, and that is okay. Let's dive into this. If you look at Amazon right now, the Nintendo Switch dock, the dock that you put the Nintendo Switch in and casts the TV, blah, 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 it was like $80 here just a couple months ago. Now it's $125, $130 sometimes. And if you go into any of the stores, they don't have Nintendo Switch docks. They don't. Nintendo's done this several times before. They have done it with the DS or the 3DS. They've done that with some of their earlier systems, like the Wii, right before they came out with the Wii U. Everybody just assumed that it was because of the Nintendo Switch Lite, which that makes sense. But that doesn't make total sense for the Nintendo Switch. Maybe it's because we're getting something new that not a lot of people are talking about. What if we came out with, or what if Nintendo came out with a Nintendo Switch Pro dock? Now, bear with me. I know that's a weird concept. So the Nintendo Switch interfaces with USB-C. And it has a data rate throughput that's big enough to augment hardware. And through this augmented hardware interface, you could have a better motherboard, a better, better network interface card. Because right now we just have the dongle. But what if we got a better 3D graphics rendering card? One that augments the 3D graphics on the Switch itself, giving both better shader depth, one that gives better resolution, like maybe even up to 4K. If you have been looking at some of the recent stuff, there is already an inline HDMI dongle. It's only about that big that it has a post processor within the device itself that upscales from 1080p all the way up to 4K, or if it's a 720p, it'll upscale to 1080p. If it's a 420, it'll upscale to 720. So it'll go up to the next level. So as small as that is, having an HD dock that is able to give us better shaders, give us better resolution, is not totally, completely out of the question. I mean, the market seems to be going this way as far as Nintendo's sales. Nintendo just had the most successful holiday season ever, so it's very possible that we're going to get an HD dock. I mean, we might still get the Switch Pro. I mean, I'm not going to discredit that, but they just came out with the Switch Lite, and that's supposed to handle the handheld market portion. The Switch is an in-between. But if they're not going to upgrade the performance in the living room, then what are people going to do? I mean, I personally, for this holiday season, I went out and got a PS4, just the slim model, but it was $200 on Black Friday, and it came with 3 games, 3 games that I've been wanting to play, and Nintendo can't ignore those numbers. They ignore that people want a better theater experience, is what I'm getting at. So an HD dock would be able to do that, and I myself would love it if they came out with an HD dock, one that would augment a lot of my games, make Zelda better. I would go back and play it for the 4th time. And maybe even some hard-coded games like Witcher, if it could upscale that game. I understand that a lot of those shaders CD Projekt Red had to downgrade, but there are certain things that a HD dock could actually make that game look better. Not the best that it possibly could, not like a PC, but it could do that on the HD dock side, on the inline upscaler, like they've have out already. It's already out there. There's already that technology. It's not a new thing. I mean, you could literally go out and get that inline HD upscaler for your Switch, and it would upscale the resolution. It would look better. People have done this. Wolf Den has demoed this, so I would check out his videos while you're out there. But yeah, it's something that not a lot of people are talking about, and I totally think that Nintendo should do this. Maybe they're already doing it. I don't know. So anyway, I just wanted to put that piece of info out there, something I've been thinking about. And if you have any questions or comments, you can definitely leave that down in the comments section. Also, think about subscribing if you saw this video organically. We're trying to grow our numbers. And you can also drop me a line at randomwvgeek@gmail.com anytime with any questions or comments about this series. I need a better ending.